about it is I'm thinking about the Nebula. I have to paint one. I have to paint one. I have to see what it's like. So I'm always curious. Anytime we make something new, I'm always curious to see how it's going to react. All right, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company's Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Pretty much you're going to have all of them pretty much done. No time at all. So the 21s, we have a black version of it, which is called Black Nebula. We have a gray version of it, dark gray version, almost in black. We don't have a name for that yet. We have another one. It has a really strange color. The first one we displayed, we don't even have a name for that one yet. And then probably by the end of the day, we'll have the silver. So all of them will be completed. As I said before, out of the 21s, there's 13 of them. We're only going to use 4 of them because we just don't want to overwhelm the website. And right now we already have removed quite a lot of the products off. So I was laying in bed, I was thinking about it, so I want to see how this screen looks. I want to see what it looks like. So we're going to paint one. And I like the fact that, man, look at that. That's my screen and that's my other one in there. I love the fact that I can paint this on using a raw element without adding in a thickener for the product. I can just roll it on, no problem whatsoever. So I'm having fun rolling these screens on because you don't understand. When we make this stuff, usually in the raw form, we have to add a thickener in there so you can put a roller through it because it'll streak the screen. This stuff is at its raw form. Rolling it on, there's no streaks, there's nothing. So I'm having a ball with this. So this might replace everything we, pretty much it might. It might wipe out everything we got on the website. So it keeps it up. Let me grab me a pinch it like that. Oh, there it is. Where the hell the half is mine? Where's water when it comes to that stuff? I heard you guys fall over. Sorry about that. It happens. I don't know what it is. Sorry about that. Ugh. This floor right here tilts a little bit. That's what it is. I got to tape it down. I'll be back. I get some tape. Should have known that was going to happen. That floor always tilts on that side. We got tape on that side. That is the benefits of having your house on the side of a hill. When your house is on the side of a hill, you ever live on a house on the side of a hill? The floors sometimes can become uneven. Here we go. Have to tape some things down. Whoop! Almost again. Yeah, I was about to put the tape down. That thing was moving already again. Yeah, that's the benefits of living on a hill. Can't imagine living in San Francisco. That's going to be an interesting thing. All right, so got you guys all taped down. Got my rulers in. These are the screens I like to paint because these are the ones that have no border. There's no taping involved. With this stuff, you have to stir it. As I said before, it'll have some instructions that'll come with it. The instructions will tell you to stir and shake. That's what I'm doing, stirring up. All right, got to stir it up real good. Now I got to shake. Hear that? This stuff sounds like milk. see that screen? That's a 17 Nova. Remember how dark the 17 Nova was compared to the 12? This is actually darker than the 17 Nova. This technology is darker than a 17 Nova. 17 Novas were dark, 3 times shade darker than 12. Now we got a formula that's darker than the 17 Nova. Oh man, it goes on so smooth. I love this part. The painting part is just so freaking, it's like painting with whipped cream. That's what it feels like. It literally feels like I'm painting with whipped cream. So smooth. Get a little bit more. Now, I have to do a separate set of this. Once all the tests are done, I have to do another set that have to be done pre-recorded. Those have to be done for the website. But these tests, because they were new, all have to be done recorded live. Oh yes, it's like butter. It's like butter. So like, they're so smooth. You have no idea. I've been painting for a long time, and you just know when it goes on how smooth it is. Let me get my corners and make sure I'm all the way around my corners. Oopsie. Make sure I got my corners down. Good on there. And then we'll go back in the center and then do it back up and down again. And the bar is padded, if anyone's wondering. I did pad the bar. That's it. And there will be detailed instructions, but then again, you know, you saw me paint the screen so many times, but we still have to have detailed instructions in there. And then I have to do another demonstration like this and post it onto the website, just in case if people lose their instructions or maybe we forget to add in instructions. So that you can just go to the website and watch the demonstration. So we're done. I just have to dry a bit because I can't pick that thing up like that. Oh, yeah. Kind of relaxing. All I can hear is, I want to see, I want to see, I want to see what it's going to look like, what it's going to look like, what it's going to look like. So we got one more to go. We got one more to go, which is the high grade silver. That thing alone could basically replace every grade screen we have on our website easily, with no problem. We didn't think the 21s work. Like I said, everything works through God. People have to understand it. It's not what I decide, it's not what I want, it works through God. So whatever he tells us what we can have and when we can do it, that's whatever we can have and when we can do it. That's how it works. So when it's time to bring out the 21s, that's when it was time. I thought 21s were going to be coming out somewhere around end of summer. But like I said, the final piece for that technology came to me. And I was able to finish it. Unfortunately, we had no team already designed. So like I said, God works in mysterious ways. I don't question his actions. I don't question his ways. That's what it is. That's what it is. So we already right now, while that screen's drying, we have, because I can't pick that thing up. Usually with the paints, I can usually pick those up right from the door and hang them up. This is a very different solution. It has to dry. But we have a silver, a high-grade silver. High-grade silver, literally, I mean, like I said, it's looking like this technology is going to literally replace everything on the website. The way it's going. Not a bad thing, actually, a really good thing. A really, really good thing. And you can see already from the first shot of the technology, being able to display an image outside at 1%, outside with no problem whatsoever. And that's one of the lighter ones too. Shows that it's going to pass every test we throw at it. I want to have to make some phone calls. Yeah, I want to make some phone calls. I got some companies that are very interested in this due to the fact that they can display their images outside with no problem. So I'll have to make some phone calls. So it won't take long for it to dry. The other screen I was shocked because the 235.1, I thought it was going to take 2 coats. It only took 1 coat. That was it. I think I'm going to do a blue too. I like the blue. I love the blue screens. I think I'm going to do a blue. I'm going to do a blue too. Mine had 5 of them. So we're keeping the signatures. They're definitely going to stay. And I think I'm going to keep the ultralights. The ultralight grays, the reason why, because that's a good budget paint. It's a good paint for somebody who's starting off for a beginning. And I'm going to have to have some kind of budget paints on there because this product behind me right now is not going to be cheap. It's not going to be a cheap product. I'm sorry, but it's expensive to make this stuff. So we're going to have to add in something, something a little cheap. Something there. We have to put a paint there. Well, we already paint already that people can afford. That's what we need. That's definitely what we need from there. All right. So once that thing dries, we get it hung up and we'll be ready to go. And I'm gonna let this camera sit. Y'all can stare out the window for a minute. I should be setting on my patio stuff too. Oh, by the way, just want to add some real quick. It doesn't make a difference if y'all all leave the room because these videos are set up for the website and these are for people who come in all over the world to watch. So these videos have to be done live so we can actually record everything that the technology does, and it's actually done in real time. It backs up our technology's capability. So we don't have to have anybody in the room. I will continue talking because I'm not talking to the people that are in the room. I'm talking to everybody, which means people who come on the website to view the videos or videos that we send out to companies so they can see the technology being performed live. That's what gets our contracts. Just want to let you know that up front. When people sit there and think, oh, he's in there talking to himself. No. You don't understand how it works. No, these videos are done for strictly to back up our technology's capability. That's what they're for. That's what they're for. Because if we can show in real time of this technology working the way that it does, do you have any idea what contracts and offers pop up in my email just about every day? Asking me to basically incorporate this technology into somebody's workspace or environment. That's why they're done. Like that's why I said when I do these demonstrations, if you come in and watch, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, that's what it's designed for. So we can show people live demonstrations of the work. That's it. Lollipop, lollipop, lollipop. Came out nice. Darker than a Nova. Now, I thought the Nova was the darkest screen we could design. Good gracious, man. God is amazing. We'll have to leave some cheaper paints on there. As I said before, that this technology is not going to be cheap. So keep in mind, we already have a class of clients already set up to buy this technology. It's not going to be cheap. It's very expensive to make. It's something like $248 a quart. I gotta put the cap on that. Oh, washed it all together. And that's still considered cheap. Well, that screen can easily beat a $5,000 projection screen at 100 inches. And that formula can do up to 120 inch and produce an image outside with no problem. Can't do that with the other screens. They don't give you that option. Alright, let me see. We gotta throw this up to the 720p. Get the 720p, throw it up on the stand. What's the stand at? Over there. There we go. Stand ready. Oh, man. I gotta hang that mess up. Man, this stuff is so black. That is really dark. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's gonna happen too. I know it's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. Exactly, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to redo. Some screens are on there and I have to be redone. I got 2 coats on that one. I like painting that screen. How much do we have to lift out of that one? Alright, cool. That's all. Wow. Are you freaking kidding me? So we got, out of painting 100, and my screen's 106 inches. 106 inches, it took half a quart to paint a 106-inch screen. That's all it took. So we're looking at over 120 inch. You may be that. I'm gonna find out something here. I'm gonna coat 135. If I get 135 out of 1 quart, that's gonna be interesting. So it's drying now. And I'm going to do another pass over. Do I need to do another quart? I don't need it. Oh, I do want to do the card. I like painting that screen. I'll tell you one thing. I can mimic a black diamond. If they ever want to notice that, I can, with that technology right there in this raw form, I could design one of the most best gunmetal screens you ever seen in your entire life. And I got it already in my head how to do it. And I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about designing the ultimate gunmetal screen. You ever seen what gunmetal looks like? You ever seen Robocop's armor? The first one? That's gunmetal. And I know exactly how to design it too. Just popped into my head a few minutes ago. Or just bless me with it. I can literally level black diamond with that thing. with the new Ultra, that silver technology we've been working on, that'll eliminate any silver screen. Your DMP Supernova, your Seymour 81.3s, any screen that falls on the line of that silver is basically can be taken out with that technology. The black technology we have in the next room, everything that's being designed under 21 is designed to basically take a screen out. That's what you're going to see pretty soon. And as for the black diamonds, that gunmetal, oh yeah, I got something for you guys. I got something beautiful for you guys. It just popped into my head. We're going to design a gunmetal screen. And I guarantee you won't be able to hold any weight to it. If they ever give me the opportunity to test their stuff again without having courts and lawyers involved in it. But I got it. I doubt we're ever going to get that opportunity again. I doubt that's ever going to happen. I don't think they'll do it. I don't think they'll even go against this black technology now. And that screen now, it's now the darkest screen. Can we get any darker? I don't even know, to tell you the truth, but that's blacker than the Nova. That's actually darker than the Nova now. Nebula. Nebula. Oh, Nebula. Now, like I said, you don't have to put 2 coats on. It's up to you. I'm putting 2 coats on because I like it. This stuff is so smooth to paint in. It's nice. I like it. And I'm putting in 2 coats. I'm doing one with 1 coat, one with 2 coats, because I want to see if there's a difference. I always get that from customers all the time asking me if I put in 1 coat or 2 coats, is there going to be a difference? So we're going to do some other tests on that, see if there's a difference in that. As always, you know what I do, I like to get my corners. Man, this goes on so easy. You see this, as I'm rolling this, it's actually rolling in. Stuff fast, this stuff rolls in, no problem. Makes it so much easier. What I like about it too is no paint sprayer. No paint sprayer at all. I know you got thousands of questions to ask me, but you'll see those in the test. That's what the tests are for. Drops on the floor. I'm worrying about wiping them off. Oh yeah, this is going to be really nice. So the ingredients on how it was designed, I would blessed me to have them, but we'll want a gunmetal screen. That's what we want next. Gunmetal. So what are we going to have? We're going to have, oh, we got another one. I don't even know what I'm going to call that screen yet. That's a little hard to call. I don't even know what I'm going to call that screen yet. Don't even have a name for that screen yet. I figure a name for it. Now I was able to paint that screen twice, which means that a 1 quart, that's a 106-inch screen right there. I was able to paint that screen twice. That container behind me is empty now. So, 1 quart is going to be able to paint up to 200-inch screens. That means the coverage on it is extremely good. And I mean, it is extremely good. That stuff basically hits the screen, it actually seeps into the surface, which actually means it embeds itself to the surface, which is good. Works a lot better than the other stuff we're working with. Floor over there. Everything washes off with hot water and soap. I gotta come in here and scrub my floor down with some hot water and soap. Few minutes, let that dry just a little bit. And then after that, we'll hang it up. We're going to do this on the ViewSonic 720p 800 by 600 SVGA projector. So I haven't done it on TV yet. The dark gray screen is going to be tested outside today. So all these screens have to be tested outside today. So we play around with that. We have silver and gunmetal, the last two. Okay. Nothing dripping off the screen. That's good. Okay, no residue, nothing dripping on the screen. Okay. Just to make sure we don't have any residue or nothing, because remember, this stuff is like milk. And make sure nothing's dripping off the screen or running. Everything is nice and dry. We're still a little wet, but not where we're going to have something running off the side of the screen. Let it dry a bit there. Put that in there like so. Let me shut my door because I don't want wind to come through, hit the back of the screen and throw it off. I tell you, the screen's much heavier than the 235.1. What did I just hit? All right. Some lights on here. Maybe my fan over there too. that screen black or what? What? Still a little wet. There's a fan right there for the time being. There we go. You switch off and why? Alright. I'm tired. I painted too many screens today. I just did this one today. Look how smooth that screen looks. I think it looks gorgeous. That's the one basically I did today. Painted 3 of these screens today, man. I'm tired. They're still wet. So right there. See where the remote controls are. We don't have them all here in the same area, which would be nice. Have them all in the same area. My luck, I never do. It's a little wet in that area right there, but all that's dry. Drying out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new black technology. It's a little wet in that area right there, but like I said, I'll let it dry out. It's so crooked. My stand feels like it's really crooked for some reason, but it's not. I gotta buy a new stand. I got really jacked up my stand. I don't know what I dropped it last time. Okay, let's see what else we got on here. Ooh, that's a big fish. "4K demonstrations." Let's go here first. And once it dries out on this side, it'll be smoother like on this side over here. Let me move my fan over a little more this way. Now mind you, speaking of black technology, you're watching this the first time being painted on, being displayed. You have other individuals that will try to do their own reviews and try to make the product look darker than what it seems to be. This is why we do our test live. That's why I sat there and said the reviews mean nothing. And this one is actually darker now than this 17 Nova. So that can dry on its own. So like I said, imagine that when the 12 was supposed to be proclaimed that you couldn't see it because it was too dark. The 17s are actually darker than the 12s, and their images come out bright. The 21s, which we have now here, are darker than the 17s, and look at the image. Isn't that interesting? Told you, God's amazing. See, it's an interesting little surprise behind the 17s, the 22s. 22s, ha ha ha, not yet. 21s. The 21s basically have an interesting key feature attached to them. I'm not going to mention it, I'm not even going to bring it up. If anyone fakes a demonstration, we'll know it. Look at the sloth. Hey guys, your sloths are up here. And anyway, knows I have a collection of sloths. Actually, I got them from one of my god kids. Let's switch over to something else. We have fun with that. Oh, wait. In that one, I want to go to, well, we know we're going to pull a Starfield demonstration. It's a jet black screen. It's definitely going to pull that with no problem. Let's see how our reds come up. And of course, I give all my credit to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the ability to develop such amazing technology. The devil hates that when I say that. He really does. He expects for me to say, I did it myself. Nah, that'll never happen. You can't say never. Can't say never because I've done it in the past, but now, no, I won't do it. I know where my technology comes from. Ooh, me likey. $720p people. 720p. 720p people. 800 by 600 SVGA. That's what we're using right now. No 4K, no 1080p, not even a projector of a 720p with XGA or WXGA. SVGA. Look, not one streak in the screen. I'm loving this. Man, use that paint sprayer. Well, I have to use it for some stuff, but yeah, I have to use that. I have to use it for basically doing certain things. But man, the fact that I didn't have to spray the screen, man, you have no idea. If you ever spray the screen inside your home, it's not exactly a pigment, to tell you the truth. It really isn't. You have to literally cover everything in plastic because it's a residue that's coming down. And depending on the side of your screen, if your screen's 150 inches, keep in mind you're taking a can and you're pointing it upward, which means whatever comes up, it's going to definitely come back down. To be able to roll this on in the natural form of the element, oh man, that is freaking, it's just, I love it. And then on top of that, you know, if I can just breeze through painting screens this fast, this quick, I know it's easy for my customers. We painted this today, and we painted this one today, and a couple of sample sheets on top of that. Painted this one twice. We're going to start. This thing is going to pass. We'll get the rest of them done. We'll get them set up and get them on the site. They have to pass their test first. Outside test is going to be easy because, like I said, we started them off with outside tests. So that's going to be a cakewalk for the technology. We'll try to get them up on the website. We're going to have to do pre-orders while they're in testing because, like I said, this stuff was so amazing. I painted my 235.1 today with that stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, this is definitely getting painted today. Now we got the black screen here. Oh, man. I'm thinking about doing my black screen outside now. Really, I'm not thinking about doing that screen outside. I'm really thinking about doing that screen outside. That's a good white level right there. We're going to do the certified screens. I can tell by looking at it's a good white level. That's going to give us exactly what we need. Oh, man. I'm going to grab my PS4 and slide it up to this thing and start playing on it. I don't know which one. This one. Then we're going to do a blue one because I do want to do a blue one for the one in the back over there. I like my blue screens. Red levels are really, really rich. There's no sound to this video. I don't know why. This just isn't. That's my neighbor over there getting a little basketball time in. He never uses that basketball court. Every once in a while I get some time in. Let's do something really hard. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
And I apologize. I know we just made the Black Nova. I am so sorry for that. I really am. Just didn't know we were just going to come out with a 21 that fast. They were supposed to be for the summertime. At the end of the summer, that's when they were supposed to come out. That's good. Sorry about that. Let's put this back up. Oh, battery's dying. Hold up a minute. No, that is. Give me a minute. Oh, control. I got it on me? Oh. Alright, hold on. Battery's dying. My battery's always dying. Need a phone with a longer lasting battery. Okay. There. Sorry about that, battery died. Battery's dying. 5%, wow. It's on a low mark. All remote control. Here we go. So then we got a selection now, because if the contrast levels are too much for you on the black screen, then we have this version right here, which is the darker gray, which we don't have a name for yet. We don't. It's the only one that actually has a name attached to it. And then we're going to have a high grade silver. We do one gunmetal. I don't even know what the heck we're going to call that thing. And then there's silver. We have a silver one to do. A high grade silver. Ice cream. Ice cream! My truck goes right past my house every day. I can just park in the driveway. Who am I kidding? Can't have ice cream either. Messes with my, well, you don't want to hear what it does. Trust me. The bird else, just about peed before you said that. That's disgusting. Yeah, that happens. Okay, let me see where we're at. Let's see what else we got on here. Oh, we've done that one pretty much to death. It's got music behind the back of it. Can't go near that with a 10-foot pole. Have we done this one? Probably to death. Let me see if I got something in their category.
You broke your phone, so Verizon broke the rules. For the first time ever, new and current customers can trade in their old and damaged phones for up to $1,000 off our best 5G phones. Because at Verizon,
my phone must be sheer luck. I've dropped my phone on just about everything. Dropped it, painted over it too many times to count. Like, oh shit, I didn't really do that. Actually painted over it a few times. Set it down, was with a paint sprayer, and boom, hit the screen. Did that a couple of times. And I'm really surprised it still works. I really am. Then the first day I got it, I shattered the back of it because I didn't know the back of the Note 10 Plus were glass, and I shattered mine on the first day. I was like, okay, whatever. Just got a freaking case for it, and that's it. My case is covered in paint anyway. This is gonna make me go right over to Amazon and start buying up a bunch of junk food I don't need. I never tried chocolate on watermelon. That looks really good. Let's get the screen a little bit more straightened out. It looks a little bit professional. That looks really good. And point it back some. I want it to fit a little better. Adjust my keystone a little bit. Nope. No way. That looks better. All right, there we go. I'm going to adjust the keystone a little bit. The white level looks really good. Really happy with that. Now, I know you're gonna have people ask me, can you paint this to a wall? You're pretty much gonna need to paint this to whatever you want. Pretty much that's all our applications work. The same as before. You can actually paint it to just about everything you want. I'm going to be going to Amazon ordering sheets of drywall, plexiglass, wood, sheet metal, glass, stuff like that. You know, we already know it paints to a projection screen. We just did 2 of them. This is the one over here. It's a silver ticket. The big one's a silver ticket on this side. And this one right here is an elite screen. So that we can paint. Is this my right one, or I got the wrong one on me? Nope, got the wrong one on me. Always. Look how deep the black levels are. Good gracious. I know, I love contrast levels. So good gracious.
Each of us has a purpose. We are destined to do something meaningful. What do you think a private Christian education looks like? GCU offers over 175 high-quality online programs. Find your purpose at Great Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
You know, I found it pretty interesting. I've got a couple of friends of mine in college, right? And it's interesting how people, we take online courses online and then graduate from a college online. And they would get teased by people that were actually going to a physical college, and not everybody's online taking courses. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, but you used to tease people who basically went to online college and got the degree online. And now you guys are all online, going to school, taking your courses. That monkey is doing some serious thinking. Yeah, I was sitting back and I was relaxing. I was gonna watch a Western, but having that product downstairs on the kitchen table, like I gotta paint it in, I gotta see what it looks like. Yeah, man, came out beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, just got 2 more to go. I want 5 in the selection, 5 of them in there. You only got a name for 1 of them, and that's this one right here. So the rest of the names don't come yet. I have to wait. I don't mind waiting. Waiting's a good thing. Depends on what he wants to call them. Look at the tortoise. Oh, it's scary. It's the peaceful moment of an animal. What do they think about? I think the lions would probably walk around thinking I would trade my kingdom for a comb. Yeah, beautiful. Our screen is beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. It is beautiful. I love the black screens. I love them so much. And look at this screen. I can't get over. Look at this screen. Not one streak mark. It gets me because that formula is like milk. It is that thin. One. Tell you, when God gives you the ingredients, man, when he gives you a design, boy, it is amazing. It is. Never get used to it. And it's going to be hard to retire one day. Can't do this forever. But until then, while I'm here, at least I get to design some pretty cool stuff. I had one guy saying to him, man, you got a good amount of people that don't like you. And I was like, yeah, I know. Smile on my face. Don't bother me. If I was hated so much, nobody would buy from me at all. My customers love me. The competition hates me. Just think about it. The Lord just gave me a product that I can literally discontinue everything in my collection right now and start all over with a new product that's even more advanced than what I already have. The 12s by themselves could easily take out screens that were $4,000 to $5,000. They were so far advanced. 17s came in, they were advanced. 15s, they were advanced. And now we have a 21. And this is why I try to explain to the naysayers that, my technology comes from God. At the end of the day, no matter how much you hate me, my technology is just going to keep increasing. It's going to get better because it's God's technology. And you can slander it all you want. You can hate on it all you want. It doesn't make a difference. This technology I have right now, this 21, could wipe out everything in my collection. These are far past better than 17s and darker than 17s now. Your efforts are for nothing. And these are 21s. And like I said, God's knowledge is infinity. What else does he have for me next? So that's why it doesn't bother me when people hate on me or try to discredit my work. It doesn't bother me. I just sit there and smile at you. Because you'll get to see something more amazing the next day that you've never even seen before. Dislikes don't bother me. It just puts a smile on my face. Because I know the dislikes only come from people who feel that I raised the bar too high. The bar should be risen high. I think for the longest time, people have been doing lazy, and I hate to say it, they've just been doing a lazy job at projection screens. I mean, come on, like I sat there and said on camera. There's no excuse for you to spend $5,000 for a projection screen, to be told that you got to spend another $2,000 or $3,000 for a projector. And if you spend $1,600 for a screen, you get $1,600 for a screen, you get a Cinema Grade 5D, they're going to tell you you're going to have to get a Dark Star 9. You're going to need a more advanced, darker screen to be able to take in more contrast and bring in brighter colors. So now you're talking about a $3,000 projection screen right there at only 100 inches. Not 120, not 135, not 150, at only 100 inches. So what's 135 going to cost you? What's 120 going to cost you? Now you're being told that your projector is not good enough. You want to advance to the next model, you want to have the alternate system, you're going to have to spend a couple grand for a projector. So you go out and you spend what? $25, $3,000, $400, $4,000 for a projector. Just be told that now you got to calibrate that projector because the picture quality doesn't look right. Or you got to darken your environment. You have to use an ambient light controlled environment because your image is not pulling up correctly. God forbid if you got a 4300 lumen projector and the image is not pulling up, that's messed up. So now you got to change your environment, you got to calibrate an expensive projector, and you got to spend a ton of money for a screen or probably upgrade to a more advanced screen in order to get that picture quality. And you're still not even close to our technology. Because we can come in here and take your sample sheet and we can blow it out of the water with no problem. On using a projector that would cost my customers less than $400, less than 300, less than 200. Do it in a fully lit environment. Do it outside with no problem whatsoever. Automatically ultra short throw compatible. Don't have to buy a special screen for that. That's why I'm hated. There you go. I won't sell out, and I won't overprice my screens. And then for the hobbyists that don't want to do their jobs correctly, they want to cut corners, they're mad because my technology works on a level that theirs doesn't. So you hate me because I get up in the morning, I work hard, and I try to produce a product that basically it will be affordable to my customers and be convenient for them. That's why you hate me. Well, keep it coming. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't bother me none. Because by next week or the week before that, God will be taking the improvements of what I have here and advancing them and make them into something even better. Or getting me ready for the new technology, which I need for the new projection screen and wallpaper screens we have coming out. Yep. I love this screen. I would love to have a polar bear as a pet. That'd be awesome.
Trust is built by doing the work and pushing the limits every day. Because the promises we make are the promises we were built to keep.
Like I said, so much effort. And it's amazing, so much effort. I went through this nonsense with Black Diamond back in 2015. We went through nonsense with them. I've actually had NDAs with Seymour AV. You'd be surprised. A company like Screen Innovation is basically going to send an attorney after me to shut me the freak up and basically tell me that I can't do any more side-by-side demonstrations, or I had to remove all my video demonstrations, all my pictures, and have nothing to do with them. Then why in the world would I care about a fellow sitting in his apartment making some false accusation about our technology? Please. I don't care. I'm just happy with what God gives me. Ooh, cheetah. Oh, okay, I'll take the gator instead. I just love the fact that no more, the paint sprayer, you have to, people don't understand. If you ever use a paint sprayer inside your house, yeah, it's not a pretty day. It's not, like I said, it's not an actual pigment. You have to cover everything, everything. Had to be a trike. Had to be a trike. Trike's only when that loud when they go through. And this stuff goes on so smooth. Oh my goodness, it goes on so smooth. It's literally like, it feels like you're painting with whipped cream. That's what it feels like. It is so smooth. I don't have to use a foam roller because some people think because the formula is that thin that they use a foam roller. Nope. Everyday nap 9-inch roller. That's all you need. And like I said, no expensive projector, 720p, 800 by 600 res. Gives you options. Instead of you going and you're looking at a demonstration and you're saying, well, I wonder how much that projector costs. Guarantee it costs you $3 to $4 grand. 720p projectors are not outdated. They still make them. We got to do some contrast off this black screen. I'm loving this, the way the colors are popping. Look at that. See that? That's why we do the live demonstrations. That's beautiful. Well, a certain individual ought to be very lucky that his product is not being tested against this stuff. Very lucky that I made that when I made that decision that as long as he minds his own business, don't do any more fake demonstrations, you don't have to worry about being tested anything new that we develop. And here we are with the 21s. And then when them screens, the first one we put outside, yeah, you wouldn't be able to hold a candle to this technology. You'll be outside with it. So be lucky I made that decision, because if not, you would be up against the screen right now. Well, we gotta check. I see the colors on here are freaking crazy good. Oh, I haven't done these birds yet.
This is mine. Where are you taking that? The treasure hunt is on at my outlets, where Bob's discount furniture values are more untouchable than ever. Find your nearest outlet at mybob.com, but hurry, once the items are gone, they're gone. Yeah, cost discount.
If you've been to Bob's, you probably pretty much know. You already know what I'm about to say. Yeah, okay. I love when they show commercials, but you've already been to that place. You already know what the establishment is like. So, are we on the website? We've already removed all the videos for the exotics. The exotics were removed. Screen paints that were removed off the site to make way for the new technology. Exotics were removed. What else we took off the site? Platinum Eclipse was removed, because this is the advanced version of the Platinum Eclipse, which is the one you're seeing right now, the 235.1. The black golds are going to stay. Black gold 17s. I like those. They're definitely going to stay. Black Nova. Well, you can see right there already from the door. And those of you got a chance to watch me paint it in, it's blacker than the Black Nova. The ultralights are going to stay on the site, because I like that, because it's a budget paint for some of our customers who, you know, they still want the contrast level, they still want the colors, but they still want that traditional gray screen paint. Those, we're going to keep those there, because it's a very affordable price, and you know, customers that may not be able to afford the other high-end paints we have, they can still get the gray paint, but like I said, it's going to give them a better color, it's going to give better contrast, so you know, that's going to be good. I'm gonna leave those on there. Can't remember anything else that got removed. Okay, I gotta remember the rest. As for the signature, signature screens acoustics. Oh, they're definitely standard. Screens are acoustics. These are not. This is a paint. This is not acoustic paint. So the acoustics are going to stay on there. Because right now, if we put this on there with everything we have on there, the site is overcrowded. The marketplace store is overcrowded. Some of it had to be removed. Now for the exotics, and be like, yeah, but the exotic, yeah, the exotics are being. I don't want to say too much about it, but I told you there are companies interested in that technology because they can actually match their logo to those screens in their boardrooms or whatever they have them at, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So yeah, that's on a different interesting adventure that we're not going to talk about that. But the exotics are not discontinued. They're actually someplace else. Yeah. Let me go pick up some of my other dark ones, see if I can get some contrast levels. Oh, let's go with that LG snowboarding demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I'm not gonna shy away from the white levels. Come on, no way. Let me see. Let's check out this right here. Well, let's try the soccer right here, demonstration here. Samsung 4K cars. Nope, they butchered it. Samsung 4K cars. Here we go. Okay, let's do some contrast levels. Oh, I'm just out of curiosity. I want to do this one right here before we do the contrast. LG beta fish. LG beta fish.
Traditional
Okay. Definitely got to do this one. Contrast levels are always in series. You had to look at the background where the horse is sitting at. This is how I see the screen. So I look at the background where the horse is sitting at, and then I see the horse where the horse is standing at. The background has to be darker than where the horse is standing, and the horse has to be a different shade of black. The colors have to remain nice and bright. Have to be see the detail of the horse, but the background must remain jet black. Now you see how I'm not doing all this. Some of the stuff I'm doing to show off the screen, but I had to see all this for myself. This is something that I had to go through. And then off camera, I can sit here for hours and hours and hours and watch video after video after video after video because I have to see how the screen is going to react to different colors and different shades. How is it going to react? So it must be to show contrast on one end, deep, dark images, but on another side, it has to show bright, vivid images, all at the same time. It gets no help from the projector at all. That's why I'm using a low-grade projector behind me, because the screen has to do all the work. It has to make that projector behind me look good. And it has to do it in a fully lit environment. Now, if I'm using like a high-powered 1080p or a 4K projector, it's got a lot of help. But with the projector behind me, yeah, it ain't got any help. It's got to do this in 720p at 800 by 600. Boy, that's an interesting looking fish. All right, let's do let me see. It's gonna do the star fill. That's easy. Let's go with 4K snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
So it's going to be able to do the contrast. We all know that. Oh, there you go. Check the other one, and I need to see the TCL black and white. That one definitely has to be done. So anytime we develop black technology, I already know that the white levels aren't going to be as high as a gray or whatever screen. The white levels have to be high enough so you can be able to see colors that come up naturally. That's why I show you fruits, show you skin tones. You have to be to see that naturally. Like I said, when people try to portray it to be so dark you can't see the screen, that's a lie. That's people doing things they shouldn't be doing. This is why I like to do these demonstrations live so you can see the screen in action, working, functioning. Let me see something. I need to see TCL black and white.
Getting that from YouTube.
There's a certain white level that a black screen has to be able to produce in order to be able to produce multiple shades of white levels. It also has to maintain its contrast level without losing that due to the white level. See, maintain its white level. At the same time, it maintains its contrast level at the same time. You can see the black, you can see the skin tones, everything. If not, the screen was maintaining too low of a white level, you wouldn't be able to see any of that at all, period. It'd be so dark and cloudy, you wouldn't be able to see it. This I want to see. I like to see the colors. I've ran just about everything I possibly could run on this thing. There's a few things I want to run on here. I'm just going to breeze, try to breeze. So I want to see the color react on this since this surface is super jet black. I want to see how the colors are reacting. That's good. All right, that gives me what I want to see from there. J and K 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Done this already. There's one I need with the models. I need to see their skin tones. That's perfect. Again, okay, let's go below. And that's the other one I need. And again, like I said, the 21s have something very interesting about them. I wish he would do a demonstration. I wish he would do a review. Because man, it'd be the biggest mistake you will make of your life. The biggest mistake. There's something very different about these screens. Something that's attached to them. And if you decide to do a fake review on this, I told you. I'll put in an order for everything that you have it shipped down here, and I'll put you against a 21 outside. And this is a sun killer technology. This is a gain. I'll use a gain to take out your screen. Not a paint, a gain. 12 o'clock, your screen will sit out there, and it'll have to basically endure all that sunlight while that screen basically is designed for it. And I'll put you against everything else we have in here too. against every last 21, which I doubt you'll make it through. Yeah, beautiful. We've pretty much done everything. Well, only thing I can think of is the Beautiful Women 4K. Beautiful Women 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Of course, we butcher it all the time. They butcher it every single time. Like every time they butcher it. Think as many times as I've asked for this, they would automatically have this in the category, but they never do. All right, so yeah, we're going to be getting ready to do a pre-order for this. It's going to wipe out every demonstration we have in here. It just is. It's going to wipe them out with no problem. Or not demonstration, but test. I mean, like I said, final and hardest test that we have for our screen paint is to have them go outside. This stuff is already producing images at 1% outside. So, like I said, it's going to be a cakewalk. It's going to blow through everything. No problem. Black screen. The Nebula is darker than you saw it. The screen that was painted on there is a Nova 17. This is darker than a Nova 17. And look at it. Still maintains amazing white levels. Well, I did say about a couple of months back that some changes were coming. Just didn't realize it was going to be this fast. Didn't realize it was going to be that fast. I didn't know. Tron Legacy.
Getting that from YouTube.
Right here. Here we are in a fully lit environment. And this is how far my projector sits back from my screen, just so you can know. That's how far the projector sits back. 15 feet from the screen. The entire time we're 15 feet from our screen. Fully lit environment. And that's how advanced that technology is. All right, well, with that being said, we still got 2 more to go. We still have a gunmetal, which is going to be developed, and that's for a certain company. And we have the silver, which we're going to be actually working on, which we already have that already downstairs. We just have to bring it up. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. I have to go in. God bless.